Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, today's video is going to be trying out products that are new to me. Some of these products I've had for some time and I have not tried them. I've done a couple of videos where I tried out a new foundation and they were all drugstore and it was really good for me. So I figured I would try some other products that I have not used yet. So what I'm going to be using for my foundation is the L'Oreal True Match. This is in the color Nut Brown. Bought this from CVS. I haven't used it. A lot of people rave about it, so we shall see. To apply it, I'm going to be using, in my last video, I showed you guys that I got the makeup drop, kind of like beauty blender. This part is silicone, and then the rest of it is latex free. So we're going to apply with that. And for the primer, I'm going to be using this Smashbox. It's like, it has like a goldish color to it. So we will see how that works. Trusty mirror on display. So this Smashbox primer is a little tough to move around my face. I don't know if that's because I've had it for a while or if it's because the formula, it doesn't glide like the other one. It could be because it's thicker. I'm going to show you. See, it's like that. Well, I mean, you saw when I put it on my face. And it has like a slight glitter to it, but not a whole lot. I've never used this all over my face. I've only used it in places that I highlight to kind of have like that glow from within. But what I have noticed is that with most drugstore foundations, for my skin tone, the coloring is usually off. My complexion, they usually want to give me like a deep red undertone and I'm more golden. So putting that golden primer underneath, I'm hoping is going to kind of neutralize that. So let's go ahead and go in with the foundation. So far, I do like that primer. I actually feel like I could wear this primer on its own. Okay, so I'm a back of the hand girl. I do not like that it does not have a pump. So I'm using the silicone side to apply the foundation. I'm guessing that's what you're supposed to do. If it's not, you guys comment down below and tell me. But I'm using the silicone side to apply it. That way the sponge doesn't soak up majority of it. And then now I'm going to actually use the sponge to put it in. This sponge, I feel like it's picking up most of the foundation. I feel like it's kind of shearing out the coverage. But let's see. I may have to go in with, I think with this sponge, you may end up using more foundation than you normally would because it just kind of soaked it up. See how it soaked it up? So I'm going to see what happens if I only use the silicone side. Let's see if that makes a difference. I just put a little small dab here. And I'm only going to apply with the silicone side. This is difficult. I feel like when you do it with just the silicone side, it doesn't soak in. It just kind of lays on top. I don't know, guys. I don't think I like this sponge. I do have to say, you know what, let me adjust my lighting so you guys can see what I see. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I adjusted my lighting so you guys can kind of see what I see. I think the foundation is really nice, but I do not like that sponge. I never use brushes to apply my foundation. Never, never have I ever. Today, I'm going to, just to see, so I can get a better idea of what the coverage is like on this foundation. I don't want the like makeup ball beauty blender thing I use to kind of make me feel differently about the coverage of this foundation when it's really just the actual product. So I'm just kind of going in and touching up areas that I feel the little blender missed. Okay. Now I have to admit, to me, my foundation looks a little cakey, and it could be because the amount that I had to apply because of this thing here. But overall, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's kind of like it's a very matte foundation. It's a very matte foundation. I think the color matching is actually pretty good. And this has SPF 17. People of color, you need sunscreen. Don't believe the hype. Okay. So next is concealer. I'm excited about this concealer, guys. I drank the Kool-Aid and I got the Hourglass, what is this? The Veil one. I'll pop the name of it up on the screen. All the information for these products will be linked down below. But this is in the color Honey. And this is the Hourglass Veil Concealer. So let's see. I wasn't too sure about the color. I had to get it online. And I tried to get the one that had more of a golden tone. Because again, like I said, I have a golden undertone. But I don't know. I kind of think I may have missed this one. Tone wise, it's a little bit pinky. It's coming out a little pinky. I heard a little goes a long way, so I'm not gonna use too much. I'm gonna highlight my nose, my 5 head. I do a little here on the Cupid's bow, a little bit here. I feel like this is more of a concealer for like when you don't want to wear makeup, when you're just like putting a little bit under your eyes, applying with your fingers and going, you know, about your way. You know what? I kind of want to do this with my finger. That's how much I don't like this. I feel like if I use this, it's going to pick it up. It's going to, pick up my foundation and concealer. That's what I feel like. But I'm gonna try. That's not fair of me. I'm gonna give it a whirl. It's heavy and thick, and it doesn't bounce. I was really excited about this too, but it's just not for me. So as far as the concealer goes, I feel like it just sits on top. I don't feel like it dries down. And I feel like it shows texture. It brings out texture that I otherwise normally would not have. Let's see. Look how you have to like, I don't. Okay, so this I got in my Sephora, like either my points or it was a free sample. I'm not sure. It looks a little bit too big to be a free sample, but anywho, it is the Kat Von D Locket Setting Powder. A lot of people use this. I don't know if it has flashback or not. Some people say that it does. Let's give it a whirl. Okay, and even though it's teeny, I'm still gonna put it in the top like I always do. Like I said, I've heard that there is a white cast with this powder. We will definitely see with this lighting I have. So I'm not going to go crazy. I'm just going to lightly set with it. How my hands get ashy when I just lotion before I started? I'm telling you, all this like washing repeatedly of the hands has my hands like drier than never before. I literally just lotioned. Okay, so okay, not too bad. Again, I'm just gonna dust. I'm being really safe with this powder so that I don't have a white cast. Okay. All right, so that's the Kat Von D Locket Setting Powder. I like it, actually. It doesn't dry my under eye. It just sets it, and it's still like soft to the touch. It's not dry. I really like this, and I don't think it is washing me out. Next on our list is this BH Cosmetics contour palette. I've had it for a really long time. I do contour, but the shades in here were a little off-putting for me because they were all a little bit too red, none of them golden. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one and use it. Actually, no, I'm gonna take this one and just go kind of light because that is a very dark contour for me. So I'm choosing to use a darker color, but use it lightly. That is a harsh contour, guys. So, how I'm gonna fix it is I'm gonna take one of these ashy colors and go over it. Guys, that is one splotchy. It applies like garbage. See what it did? Okay. So that fixes the harsh contour, and now I'm just putting a little powder to take away some of that shine. Okay. All right. So for this, it's a no for me. I may be able to use it as like an eyeshadow base, but it doesn't move well. So wherever you put it, it just stays. Like it could be, again, because it's old, but all it ends up doing is ultimately making it look like I have discoloration. The colors are not natural in skin tone to me for the ones that are for darker people. They are very clayish. They're not skin tone colored. So, but contour palettes typically don't work for a person of my complexion anyways, so I'm not too surprised by it. Like I said, I mainly used it as like for eyeshadow bases and stuff. Okay, so the next one that we're going to be dipping into that I have not used is actually, okay, so I don't have a blush that I've never used, but I do have this Watch Me Blush palette, and it's eyeshadows, but it's multi-purpose. So I think I'm going to be dramatic and use this red cherry as a blush. I've always wondered how a red blush would look on a person like with my coloring. Just kind of going light because it is dark. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I think it'll work. I just have to tone it down a little bit. That's why I didn't go in with that much. But it's like, wow. Whew. We need another. It's a little clownish, but I think if you're going for like a bold blush look, it just looks like I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It looks like I'm nervous or scared or, okay. That is a bold blush, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Can you believe that was just one little tap in the pan, one little tap to the cheek? Like, yeah, I don't hate it. Okay. So that was me using the Crayon case, Watch Me Blush, this bright red as a blush. So I think that was a win. I like that. Okay, so my sister bought me this a long time ago. I have used it for eyeshadow. I have used it on Halloween. It is a highlight palette, but it is extremely, extremely bold highlight palette. So it is by Kat Von D. We have two of her products today, huh? Kat Von D Metal Crush Highlights. Look at these, okay? Look at these. This is a bold highlighter palette. And my makeup is typically every day, so I don't often have the opportunity to use it. But I think I'm gonna go with Rose Shock. It's like a orangey, goldish, pinky. It's a lot. So I'm going to barely tap because I'm assuming it's pigmented. Let's do here. Okay. And we'll do small here. We're not going to do a lot there on the cheekbone. We're going to keep it kind of simple. Okay. And then let's blend that. I'm going to bring it into the blush. So that's the highlight. Can you see? I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I'm thinking my milkshake is bringing all the boys to the yard. Okay, I have never used this. It is Tarte Rainforest by the Sea. Let's see. It's just a setting spray. Okay, I do not like the way it comes out of the bottle. It like comes out some chunks, some mist. Look. Oh, what is that? The sea salt? And I didn't even get a lot of coverage for all that spill out. Oof. And the smell is like very citrusy. Me, no likey. So I have to go in and lightly tap those big clumps of liquid so that it does not leave a mark. Okay, that's the setting spray. I am not a fan. I don't like all the texture that's on my cheek. That is in part because of the foundation. Remember I told you the foundation had a lot of texture. I like for my face to be smooth as a baby's butt. Okay, so yeah. I think that's not bad. I don't hate it. Okay, so we have two lip choices. One is Urban Decay. Never even knew they had lippies. I'm not a huge Urban Decay fan outside of their eyeshadow primer, and their setting spray. And then I have this blue lipstick that I got from CVS. It's L'Oreal Paris Infallible Lip Paints. I feel like even though this absolutely does not match, well, I mean, it kind of matches my shirt. It's really cute, guys. I feel like the blue in here matches my shirt, so let's see. I have a rule that if my lips are super bold, I don't have bold eyes. So if I did wear a color like this, more than likely I wouldn't do my eyes. But I also would not have worn a bold blush. The applicator is really nice. So I'm using the tip of the applicator to kind of line my lips. Okay. So I think that the infallible paints are extremely pigmented. I only had to dip in like twice. One swipe and the color was there on my lips. This is like a very bold, like, what's that movie? Fifth Element type vibe. I like it. The only thing I don't like about this lip is, for as pigmented as it is, I think it would be better if it was matte. Like it's literally like a lip gloss. And I just feel like if it's this pigmented and this blue, it's going to transfer. You usually don't want something this pigmented to be something that could transfer that easy. And I feel like this will transfer super easily onto anything. But I don't hate it. You guys tell me what you think. Tell me what you think with this bold lip. Now I could try to put like a lip liner when colors are bold like this, you can typically put like a dark brown lip liner around the outside and it'll kind of bring it in. I also have really, really large lips, so yeah, but I don't hate it. It's just, if you're gonna be this pigmented, you need to be matte, like, and I'm not just a matte person. I love gloss too, but whatever. That's a whole nother kit and caboodle. So from the bottom. This, I like it. I just think that it's more like a dress up thing. It's not daily wear. It's easily transferred. You definitely wouldn't want to have on your Sunday's best and have this on because you're probably going to get it all over yourself. So the lippy is cool. This, I actually do like it. It's not as bold as I like. I didn't go in that much with it, but I think my highlight is pretty decent. I think it's nice. I think that if this foundation didn't show as much texture, it would literally sink in. Like it's synced into my skin. So this, I actually like it and we'll bring it to the forefront to use it more often. I'm surprised at this primer. I'm not even going in any kind of order. I'm sorry. I'm surprised at this primer. I thought that it would not be a good all over face primer, but it actually is. I think it helps save the coloring in this foundation too. So yeah, definitely going to be using that more. I typically only put it where I'm going to put the highlighter, but you know, all over the face is cool. Hating it. We already spoke up on this. I don't like it. What else did we do? This foundation, I'm going to give it another go with a better utensil. I'm going to actually give this a go with my beauty blender, but I do like the coloring. The finish is pretty, like, it's not matte, it's not dewy, it's like in between, you know? So this is the kind of finish that I typically like. So I'm definitely going to give this one another go. This one, I'm disappointed. Everybody raved about it. Everybody says it's so amazing. It's okay. It's okay. Am I going to use it? Yes, I'm going to use it. I'm definitely going to use it. I think this thing was like, I don't want to say how much it was because I could be wrong. It'll pop up on the screen. It was this much. It was this much. Okay. And what else? Hated it. Glad it was a mini. Don't like it. Am I going to use it? Yes. Might I consider swapping out? Oh, I can't even twist off the top. I don't know. Just like, can you guys see? Oh, now I don't want to spray. This is a new bottle. Look at that. Look at that. It made my shirt fall down. Hated it. It's a waste of my damn time. Am I forgetting anything? Yes, I am. This powder, I liked it. Would I buy the full size one? No. Am I going to use all of this mini? Yes. Okay, and I believe that's it. We did the foundation, we did the concealer, we did the primer, we did the lippy, we did the eyeshadow, we did the blush. Oh, we didn't do the blush. The blush was my own makeshift blush using this palette. A lot of people do that. They will use diverse palettes like this for a blush. I actually don't think this is bad at all. And I think it's really cute. It's a really fun look. Just go in easy because these foundations are super, super pigmented. Also on these, the pans are huge. So it's a lot easier, as you can see, I just pull out a different brush every time. It's a lot easier to go in with this versus trying to do it with a palette like this. Here you go. Where'd you go? It's not gonna happen. So yeah, if you have a versatile palette with big pans, I suggest trying it. Give it a whirl. Hey, it's makeup. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen, people? And yeah, so we covered everything. I didn't leave anything out. If I did, I apologize. And that's it, guys. This is my makeup look. All right, guys, make sure to comment below and tell me what you think of these products. Do any of you have them? Do any of you use that foundation? Do you typically have all this texture that I have? Again, look at that texture. See that? your girl got baby smooth skin, okay? You creating texture I don't even have. But again, it could be a mixture of having to cake it on, having to use that blender. I'm going to try it again. But that's it. Love ya. Mean it. Bye.